love the way that sounds with string quartet. It's the only piano sonata actually that Beethoven arranged into a string quartet. Opus 14 number 1 is a piano sonata, but I actually don't think it has like a opus number as a string quartet. It's just a kind of a miscellaneous piece.
And it's not really played much. I've never heard it performed actually.
No.
But it's an F major for you guys, semitone higher. Why would that be actually? Why would he change it after writing it already in E major?
We're not really sure about that, but it looks like one of the reasons could be that if you're an F with a quartet, it's very easy to utilize the open lowest string of the cello to be a 5 chord for coming back home to F major. So without that, if you were actually leaving this piece in E, then the lowest 5 chord root that I could play would actually be a very high note on the cello. So he wouldn't really be able to use the whole spectrum of the string quartet very well.
There are many more open strings in F major as well, just in general.
That's true, okay. It's really actually helpful to hear you guys play it because I've actually been trying to imagine that my hands are a string quartet when I'm playing this. And I think he's so obvious with that in measures 5 and 6 when he has me play first as if a first violin part, and then a second violin part, and then cross over and I become the violist, and then finally cello. So it's kind of theatrical when you actually see a pianist play it, but I think in his mind, the way he's dividing the register of the keyboard, it really could be a string quartet. But I don't think you guys would ever think that you're a pianist. That would be kind of sad if you had to.
Well, actually, yeah, I think we do think that way a lot, especially with the first 4 measures of the piece, which we just played, because we really only have 2 elements going on. We have the 3 of us, which are a unit, effectively the left hand of the pianist, and then Joel's playing the melody. And in order to really unify that concept, imagining that we're one person or one player playing a single instrument, it can be very effective.
That's really nice to hear and kind of flattering. But you didn't say it was about me. So, yeah, well, there's also one other thing I wanted to ask you guys about, Joel specifically, because there is a place in the piano sonata where I have to make a crescendo on only 1 note. It's the last bar before the trio of the second movement. It's always a mystical thing to try to do something like that. But then you just have to do it sort of with your willpower, with your whole being, because you can't actually change the sound of the piano, of course, after you press the note. But if I just sort of, then I can sort of just will it to being, just as a feeling, a gesture. But how does it sound on violin? It feels like it doesn't need a crescendo because it's like actually supporting the note and continuing and connecting down, which I could probably only do if I could probably do some vibrato. Let's see, hold on. No, it's not really working, I'm afraid.
You don't have to cross an open string in the middle. You can actually really connect it in a sense, even though you can't sustain through. You don't have to drag your hand across.
I could almost do it with 2 hands actually, but I think that would ruin the feeling of it, right? Because that's just too easy. But to feel that effort of going from here to here, yeah. But speaking of effort, you've been so generous with your time to come here. I thank you for making that effort. Thank you guys so much. It's really so nice that we got to do this. Really appreciate it.